Okay, this is the Leblond sliding gap bed lathe. We're going to do a brief walk around. I'm going to point a couple things out, and then we'll get some, we have power to it. We'll turn it on, do speeds and feeds, do some functions. First off into the headstock here. Now, unfortunately, in this video, the long axis or Z-axis digital readout here on the lathe is not functional. And when we get to the back side, I'll point to the reason why. When we purchased the machine, it came in and the reader head on the scale was broke. And we just so happened to have something here we could rob a part of and replace it, and we did that. And we ran it several times back and forth on the scale, and it ran fine. And unfortunately, just before we went to do this video, we rapided the correct travel length, but found out the hard way that somebody at some point in time hit this scale and put a big giant dent in it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The reader head runs in grooves in the scale there, which are kind of hard to see. There's the broken piece on the top there. Well, that groove bent in, broke the reader head. So for the purposes of this video, right now we do not have a fully functional digital readout system. X-axis works fine. Z-axis, we have a broke reader head, a scale body that needs repaired. Really not sure how we'll handle that at the moment, but that's just what I wanted to point that out. The power's on right now. The door's shut. I'm not going to show you the electrics just because there's too much wire here to go moving around and potential electricity, excuse me. The previous owner was using that chuck, and in addition also had this giant faceplate mounted. So when the machine came in here, we did various adjustments to it. We took everything off, readjusted the clutch because it comes to speed. It was coming to speed very slowly, obviously because of the size of what they were running. So we reset the clutch, readjusted them, got that working better. There's the brake on the top left, spindle hole. Change gears on the side here. You will hear them in the video. They make noise. They have play in them. You know, they ring, which is pretty common. So it's just a function of what they are and the wear on them. Here's the cover that will go on the back side. So get around this faceplate here. Oh yeah, and there are the additional gears listed on the spec are sitting right there on the little holder there. Okay, let's go ahead and run through some speeds. Just start at the low end, work your way up. Given the size of this chuck, the machine will go to 1200 RPM, but I'm not going to run this chuck at 1200 RPM. We will run it up to 856 for a brief amount of time and then shut it down. I'm not sure what the rated speed of that chuck is, and it's a big chuck. Certainly we don't want to hurt anybody here. 300 RPM you just saw. So we're going to 428 and then what speed was that again? That was
600.
okay. That was 600. I want to make sure I said the right thing.
Yeah, because we're low.
Okay. Now we jumped into high. So now we're going to be. This will be 856. This will be the top speed for this video. Again, this will be short. Speed, cross slide, direction change, there's rapid for the carriage, right now he's extending the bed and stop moving. Wanted to see that you could see the dials reading, and obviously when he had engaged the half nut lever there. And there was the direction change. Here's the digital readout. You can see the cross slide working. is it. Right now it's wire 220 volts we're running on. And there might need to be, depending on what size chuck you're running or what exactly you're doing, you might need to do a little additional clutch adjustment just based on how hard you want it to stop. We tweaked the brake a little bit because they really didn't have the brake hardly being used at all, so it works much better now. Other than that, if there are any questions, just feel free to contact us and ask.